What is up, everybody? This is Dr. Carlton Calhoun. I'm excited for you guys today because we're going to go over a trading training where I literally show our community how I was able to get a 1 to 71 risk to reward ratio. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Today, we're going to start off with some education because, as I say every Sunday, I really want you guys to get it. If you learn this concept I am about to show you, not only will you be able to enjoy more profits, you'll be able to exercise less risks. Last week, we started with GU. I marked up the 4-hour chart. I also marked up a daily entry. But if you recall, because this is the chart from last week, I did not just create this. I marked up two 15-minute support lines. And I told you, if you'd like, you can get in when price breaks these two lines. Let's look at what happened. Let's go down to the 15-minute. Let me mark it on the 4-hour so you can see it. Let's go inside of this candle right here. Let me see if I can get it right here. This is the one. Watch this. So we go inside of that candle. That's all of the activity within that 4-hour candle. So it starts here and spans to here. Watch. I'm going to remove that arrow because you know the frame of reference. Now let's take it back. Let's take it back to here. So let's assume that this is where the market is. And I gave you two early entries. We also broke the daily entry for a more conservative sale. I always give you a 4-hour or a daily for a more conservative entry. But let's look at the 15-minute. Have price pushing down. We had a tip here. Then we had another wick. So we had two wick entries. Watch this. I will set my entry. If you do limits, you could do a limit right here. So we set a sell limit. Let's put this in the center for today. Put a sell limit. Watch. See that? There is your entry right there. So price broke out. It hit the second entry. But for newer traders, I always say wait for the retest. So price breaks below this zone. And for a lot of people, especially if you're new or inexperienced, you'd think price is gone. And I always say wait for the retest. Why? Because you get a banker's candle right in here. Price breaks out. All good. Cool. You could even look at this candle as a banker's candle. You say, I want price to come back to this area. You be patient. You put your sell limit, wait for price to come back. Now, stop loss. Conservatively, you can put your stop loss above the candle previous to that one. You don't have to, but let's just say you do. Look at that. As soon as price crosses this next entry that I had, guess what? Let it go. Gone. Stop loss. That's a risk-free trade. Now it comes back to retest this area. Gone. Stop loss. Look at that. It never came back. Target smashed. So let's just say you would have taken that trade. Let's clean this up. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's say you would have taken that trade from the daily entry. 170 pips in profit. If you're more, I would say a riskier trader and you would have got in on the 15-minute, let's say you would have got in on the second 15-minute entry. 200 pips in profit. Family, I cannot make this stuff up. A lot of you aren't making money because you're scared to lose the little money that you have. All trading, all forms of investing involve risks. That's why you exercise proper risk management. But you have got to start taking these setups. If you're not depending on your own analysis, depend on mine. This stuff works. I use the same strategy every time. Break, find an order block, banker's candle, retest, whatever you want to call it. Wait for that. If it doesn't happen, worst case scenario, you don't take a trade. But guess what? You also don't lose money. But you got to start taking these trades. Let's say you would have gotten in on this break. This is the first break. Retest, retest, retest. Second break, and you say, man, I don't have a lot of capital, so I want to trade with a tight stop loss. Let's say you put your stop loss right there. Watch this. Let's do a short position. Here's your entry. Here's your stop loss. Right there. Let's go just to the first target. So 1 to 43 risk to reward. I do this on Sundays, not because I want to show off, not because I want to prove that I can trade. I do this every Sunday so that every Sunday you guys get a little more confident, a little more knowledgeable, understand a little more so you can start taking these trades. If you'd have gotten in on the second entry and held it, we had a 1 to 71 risk to reward. Which educator gives you a 1 to 71? Look, y'all, I really want you all to get this. Really want you all to get this. Really want you all to get this. This stuff happens all day, every day. And because I've blown so many accounts, I kept going. I said, No, I'm not going out like this. Yes, I lost some money. There's too many people winning with this. This stuff is real. I'm not going out like this. Every account that I blow, I looked at it as an investment into my education. I invested $160,000 to get a PhD. Surely I can invest $20,000 or $10,000 or $5,000 to learn this skill. I will never blow $100,000 in an account. I already blew it to get a PhD. So I'm not phased if I blow a $500 account or a $1,000 account. I got to blow $160,000 accounts to match my PhD. And we got people quitting because they blew a $200 account. We got to get better. We got to get stronger. We got to become more consistent. This is your freedom. With a $200 account, this is your freedom. No, you're not going to make $1,000 in a day on a $200 account. That's not the goal. The goal is 3 to 5% a day. If you've gotten 3 to 5% and you close out a trade early, stay out of the markets. Come back the next day. Freedom ain't free. Give yourself time. Start an account with $50 and take a 0.01 on these setups and just let it ride. So what if you lose? It's $50. Look at this. If you'd have put $1 in this trade and say, you know what? Let me just see what happens. $71 up. On a $50 account, you would have doubled your account and then had $20. Go get yourself something to eat. That's with a 0.01. So I start like this because I really want you all to get this. You got it. Sophia just said it. You got to pay the price. Sometimes that price is your hard-earned money. It's okay. Find you a good tax person. Get with Antoine. He can help you. Write this stuff off. Write it off as education. So that's my pre-session rant. I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. It's not that I think I'm better than you, trying to yell, any of that stuff. I really want you all to get this because some of y'all are afraid to trade, and I'm doing the work. I'm giving you the setups. Take them. 1 to 71. You find somebody who's giving you 1 to 71 and not charging you an arm and a leg. And it's going to be more. This stuff don't stop. Don't stop. Look at that. Look how much potentially we have to go. Let's say this hits everything. Let's go back to the 15. Let's see if I can pull it. Let's take this down all the way. Look at that. Who giving you a 1 to 5,000 risk to reward? Man. All right. I'm done.